What's up, guys? Linear algebra, we're back again. Before I jump into more practice problems today, we're going to first jump into Anki. We've got 14 flashcards. What is meant by a solution of a linear system in the unknowns x1, x2, ... xn? Basically, a solution of a linear system. These are values for which you can plug in for the unknowns, where S1 basically equals X1, etc., in which it makes the equations of the linear system true. Cool. What does it mean to say that a linear system is consistent? It has one or more. It has at least one solution. What is a system of linear equations, also known as a linear system? It's a finite set of linear equations. What is another name for the variables in a linear system? What is another name for the variables in a linear system? Unknowns. What is the effect on the solution set of a linear system if an elementary row operation is performed on its corresponding augmented matrix? Solution set is unchanged. What is a linear equation in the variables x1, x2, ... xn? A sub 1 x sub 1 plus a2 x2 plus ... plus an xn equals b. What is a homogeneous linear equation in the variables x1, x2, ... xn? Same thing we just said, except for instead of b, it's going to be 0. How might you express a solution of a linear system in an ordered n-tuple? Basically in parentheses, s1, comma, s2, comma, sn. What is an augmented matrix? What is an augmented matrix of a linear system? It's basically a matrix or an array of numbers that translates the linear system into a matrix. Rectangular array of numbers that represents the linear system. Good enough. What can you say about the number of solutions in a linear system? There's either 0 solutions, 1 solution, or infinitely many solutions. There are no other possibilities. What 3 basic algebraic operations can you perform on the equations of a linear system without altering a solution set? Well, you can multiply an equation through, or you can multiply an equation by a non-zero constant. You can swap 2 equations, or you can add a constant times one equation to another. What does it mean to say that a linear system is inconsistent, has no solutions? What are the elementary row operations on a matrix? Same thing we just said for the algebra, except for on rows. What is an ordered n-tuple called if n equals 2, ordered pair if n equals 3, ordered triple? All right, that's it for Anki. Moved a lot faster today through him. It means we learned him better, or have learned him more. All right, so now what I'm going to do is go ahead and check my answers from yesterday on the problems I worked on. And then from there, I will continue to do more practice problems. So talk to you in a bit. All right, guys, so I just got into the word problems here today, and these, well, first of all, yesterday I really got them all right, so that was great. I was a little confused in the parametric equations, still a little confused in the parametric equations, but at least I got them right. Today were word problems, and I will say 21 was very difficult for me. I'm supposed to prove or show that some coefficients are form a solution. Maybe this one will come to me later, tomorrow. I just put a question mark by it. I tried to do some work. This fucking dog is pissing me off. 22, these were a bunch of justifications. So, or explanations. I guess there's no really wrong answer here. And then I started going every other odd because I'm like, I want to interleave these problems, and I don't want to run out of them. And at this point, every word problem's different. Before this, they were like just typical math practice problems that weren't word problems. So I would just do one and then go to the next type of them. But now these are all word problems. They're all different. So I got that. 21 was a question mark. 22, probably no wrong answers. Kind of working on explanations. And then 25, I think I got right. 25, I'm pretty happy with. So we'll check that one tomorrow. And then I started the true false section. So yeah, probably do every other odd on the true false as well. Sure. Anyway, yeah, we'll check those tomorrow. So we've done a lot of practice problems so far, and we'll have more to do. Tomorrow I'll rip out potentially the rest of these true false. Potentially. Then there's working with technology. So we'll try to do those or one of those. Then I'll go back and do ones that I missed, like similar types of problems that I missed, which I only see 2 at this point. We could do another round of practice on there. Yeah, well, I would say we got a couple more days of practice problems, and then we'll leave about half or more of the problems undone, and we'll come back and cycle them through and interleave them and stuff like that. So we'll get started with section 2 soon, Gaussian elimination. So that's it for now. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.